Chard chronicles the leafy adventures of a hilarious vegetable. A bright, cheerful kitchen shines as sunlight pours through a nearby window. The countertop is perfectly arranged with fresh vegetables, plump tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, shiny carrots, and, standing proudly in the center, chard. Its bright green leaves and sturdy stalk make it look like it's ready to take on the world, or at least the kitchen. The screen lights up with the text, "Meet Chard, not your ordinary vegetable." A whimsical tune begins playing, setting a light-hearted tone as the camera zooms in on Chard. Chard wobbles slightly, as if trying to adjust itself into a more heroic pose. The narrator's voice chimes in, filled with playful banter. Narrator voiceover. Every kitchen has its heroes and its clowns. Guess which one Chard is? The scene fades as Chard waves a leaf awkwardly, setting up its first adventure. The camera pans to a cutting board neatly set with fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce arranged perfectly for a chef-worthy salad prep. Chard looks up at the scene, bouncing slightly as if saying, "This is my moment." Narrator voiceover. Dreams of salad stardom. Chard's got plenty. But execution? Not so much. Chard mimics a motivational stretch, if vegetables could stretch, and prepares to climb onto the cutting board. Dramatic music swells as Chard tries to lift itself up, but it slips on the smooth counter. The fall is shot in overly dramatic slow motion. Chard flails mid-air, leaves fluttering as it lands face first into a bowl of oil, creating a loud splat. A whisk and salt shaker tumble to the floor with a clang. Chard pops up, now completely coated in oil. Its expression reads equal parts embarrassment and determination. Chard is a clumsy, adventurous vegetable, navigating hilarious mishaps in the kitchen and beyond, ultimately finding unexpected fame among friends and family. Well, this isn't quite what they meant by dressing for success. Chard waddles over to an open fridge, its lights shining like a beacon of promise. But the shelves are stuffed with leftovers, juice cartons, and precariously stacked containers. Chard tilts its leafy head and sizes up the challenge. Chard is a clumsy, adventurous vegetable navigating hilarious mishaps in the kitchen and beyond, ultimately finding unexpected fame among friends and family. Step 2 of the culinary adventure: find a cozy spot in the fridge. Sounds easy, right? Not for everyone. The first attempt sees Chard diving headfirst into a cluster of vegetables, only to be stopped by the rigidity of its stalk. It reverses out, looks left and right, then tries sliding in sideways instead. Chard's leaves squish against the shelves, but it just can't seem to make it. Then, in a desperate effort, Chard holds its breath, puffing up its leaves for one last attempt. But catastrophe strikes as a juice bottle tips over, causing a chain reaction of items to tumble out. A loud crash follows as Chard is launched backward and lands sprawled on the kitchen floor. The fridge door shuts itself with a satisfying slam. Chard is a clumsy, adventurous vegetable navigating hilarious mishaps in the kitchen and beyond, ultimately finding unexpected fame among friends and family. And that's how you lose a battle with a fridge. On to bigger plans, or at least smaller doors. Chard, still slightly oily and defeated, suddenly notices the pet door at the bottom of the back kitchen door. It pauses, looks back at the chaotic kitchen, and seems to shrug in determination. Narrator, voiceover. When one door closes, a pet flap opens. The camera follows Chard as it determinedly waddles toward the pet door. It dives forward, successfully squeezing its leaves through, but it gets stuck halfway, classic vegetable proportions. After a moment of wiggling, twisting, and leaf twirling, Chard finally pops through with a triumphant plop. It lands in the backyard, looking exhilarated. Chard shuffles to the front yard and, for the first time, encounters a suburban street bustling with cars. It halts abruptly, leaves quivering at the sight of zooming traffic. Chard is a clumsy, adventurous vegetable navigating hilarious mishaps in the kitchen and beyond, ultimately finding unexpected fame among friends and family. Crossing the street, part athletic challenge, part emotional breakdown. Chard crouches as if psyching itself up. It takes a deep, imaginary breath, and with absolutely unnecessary dramatic music, it bolts forward. Watching Chard cross the street is both bizarre and hysterical. It zigzags unnecessarily between wide-open spaces. Slow-motion shots capture its flailing leaves dodging a bicycle. It accidentally somersaults under a stationary parked truck. Finally, Chard reaches the other side of the street. Visibly proud of itself, it raises a leaf in victory, only to immediately trip on a pebble. While dusting itself off, Chard encounters a rogue potato rolling lazily along the sidewalk. The two vegetables lock eyes in what feels like a classic standoff. Narrator, voiceover. Behold the eternal battle, starch versus greens. Chard points an accusatory leaf at the potato. The potato doesn't back down. Instead, it rolls in a slow circle, as if taunting Chard. The two begin a veggie gibberish argument, complete with flailing leaves on Chard's side and strategic potato rolls. The argument ends in comic defeat for Chard as it throws its leaves into the air and storms off. The camera follows Chard further into what has now become a sprawling park. It notices a family picnic nearby, and its attention is drawn to a basket overflowing with sandwiches and snacks. Chard makes its way sneakily toward the edge of the picnic blanket.
For a hungry veggie on the run, this must be paradise. Too bad humans are always watching. Chard climbs into the basket, poking through snacks and inspecting bread loaves. Just as it triumphantly grabs hold of a carrot stick, a child spots it and points, yelling loudly, "Mom, is that spinach?" In a panic, Chard leaps out, rolling across the grass as the children laugh hysterically. The scene transitions into a fast-paced montage of Chard's adventures across the park. Chard attempts to hop onto a park bench but slides dramatically to the seat below. It tumbles down a grassy hill, collecting a ridiculous amount of dirt and small debris. A gust of wind blows a plastic grocery bag onto Chard, and it flails blindly trying to escape. A passerby mistakenly picks Chard up and uses it as part of a flower bouquet, leaving Chard confused but oddly elegant. When you're a vegetable, even surviving a park is a full-time job. Eventually, a passerby records one of Chard's chaotic moments and uploads it online. Quick-cut shots show different people and families laughing on their phones as Chard's clumsiness becomes an internet sensation. From smartphones to TV screens, clips of Chard rolling down the hill are everywhere. A toddler giggles uncontrollably, and even a business person is seen chuckling during a break. Misadventures comes unexpected fame. A tired but happy Chard finally decides it's time to return to the kitchen. The camera follows as it waddles home, stumbling over garden tools and accidentally stepping on the face of a little garden gnome. After a long day of fame and failure, there's only one place to go: home sweet kitchen. Chard re-enters the kitchen and finds familiar veggies gathered around a tablet. Their attention is locked on a video playing Chard's viral clips. Laughter erupts from the veggies. Chard crosses its leafy arms in mock irritation, but can't hold the act for long. Soon it's laughing along with the others, proud of its unexpected stardom. enters the kitchen, cheerfully chatting as they approach the counter. Parent, what's for dinner tonight? The vegetables freeze in exaggerated comedic panic. Chard steps forward confidently and winks at the camera, sending a clear message. This vegetable has more adventures ahead. Text fades onto the screen. Chard chronicles, even veggies have adventures. Below, a call to action appears. Follow for more wild misadventures of your favorite leafy champion.